One of the great lessons that nature provides is how everything is always changing. And in the changing of weather, this lesson is most noticeable. But we too have the ability to make things change through our own actions. This story is called The Wind and the Sun and teaches us how using force isn't always the best way to encourage change. So this story happened on a beautiful summer's day. The sky was clear, and up in the sky, shining brightly, was the sun. But off in the distance in another valley, the wind was playing with the clouds, whipping them around and blowing them up in the sky. Then the wind thought, I'd love to have some more fun today. He said, I know I will blow these clouds over and cover the sun. So the wind whipped the clouds up and blew them across the valley until they covered the whole of the sun. And the sun looked at the wind and asked, why did you do that? It's a beautiful day and I was warming the world. The wind said, well, I am bored and I needed something fun to do. And not only that, I wanted to prove to you that I am the strongest of all weathers. The strongest of all weathers? Said the sun. Yes, I am the strongest of all weathers. Look, I blew these clouds over here and I've covered you entirely. I'm much stronger than you, said the wind. Well, I beg to differ. Right, said the wind. I will prove to you that I am the strongest of all weathers. I set you a challenge. Down there in the valley there is a man and he is wearing a coat. I say whoever can get that man to remove his coat is the strongest of all weathers. Okay? And the sun agreed. I'm going first, said the wind as he whipped down the valley. He got into the valley and there he began to whip up a huge storm. He blew and blew with all his force at the man. But as he blew, the man zipped his coat up a little bit higher. Oh, the wind thought, I need to blow stronger to get that coat off his back. So he blew and blew with more force. But the man felt colder and colder, so he did up the button at the top of his coat. Right, said the wind, I am going to show you all the force I have. And he blew and blew and blew. But the man replied by pulling up his hood and huddling tighter than ever before. The wind was really, really angry. He whipped around and shot back up the valley. Well, said the sun, it appears that your force didn't work. Let me try. And the sun headed down into the valley. And there, when he arrived at the man, he took in a deep breath. And across his face, he smiled at the man. And the warmth of the smile got the man's attention. He looked up and pulled down his hood. Then the sun opened up his heart and sent warm kindness down to the man. With that, the man undid his button. And then the sun sat, blowing warm air with a big smile and kindness, heading straight down the valley at the man. And with that, the man took down the zip and removed his coat. The sun slowly went back to the top of the valley and he said to the wind, I guess I am the strongest of all weathers. But how did you do that? Said the wind. I used all of my force, but still I couldn't remove his coat. And the sun replied, well, sometimes we get more accomplished with kindness than we do with force. Now that story is one of Aesop's Fables, and each of Aesop's Fables have morals or lessons attached to them. And I really enjoy the lesson in that one. The idea that force often isn't the way to go, but kindness can often help us get things done. So I hope you have a lovely week this week. Find an opportunity to be kind to others. Thanks for stopping by at Weeby Kids. Take care. Bye-bye.